Hello YouTube, it is Damien. It is the Rise of a Nation. It is episode 107. Welcome to Judgment Day. It is the World Cup second round versus Argentina here in Spain, Sevilla. I think it's the Estadio de Olímpico. Yeah, it is. There we are. And look, it is a really tough draw. If you didn't see last episode, we topped our group. We beat Jamaica and Burkina Faso. Argentina finished second in Group N after drawing to Turkey, beating only Syria 1-0. Turkey, obviously, with that draw to Argentina, were ecstatic, and then obviously pumped Syria to go and top the group. We find ourselves in the most difficult game that we've played, bar probably playing Spain, who pumped us. Italy, we also beat, though, in a Euro game, in the Euro Invitational last year to finish third. But, that was a long time ago, water under the bridge. Andreas Christensen still ran abouts and, Holgerberg had a bit more speed, etc., etc. However, for me, it is what it is. You just got to go out there and deal with it. The Danish board want me to reach the third round minimum. I don't think they envisioned we would have got Argentina second round, and I don't think we did either. We really thought it was always going to be Turkey. It wasn't. There was also slight hope that it could have been Syria, right? But it wasn't as well. Important to note, though, before we get into World Cup stuff, Fulham have made a decent Frank bid. He's not going to leave. But Nottingham Forest have met Lodberg's 10 mil non-negotiable contract. Now, there's just so much interest in him, even though he wouldn't really start for me. We're obviously going to train the DJ to play left back as well. So for me, and Gamma's coming back from loan, he can play left back. For me, 10 million to cash in on him is unreal, and there's definitely places I would put the money in as well. Also important to note that Jochen Wind, one of my young prospects, who's got a lot of potential going forward. He's also 17 with 2.5-star ability. Is getting a lot of $2 million bids over clauses from Ajax, PSV, and etc. I know I don't want to really speak about SFB during World Cup videos. However, this guy is not leaving. I am going to get him on a new deal, on a longer term deal, and I'm going to be playing him in and around the league, because if he's that good and the game thinks that he's worth 2, 3, 5 million, then he's probably going to be good enough to keep around, play in Denmark, first team football, really develop him, and he's probably going to be good enough for the Danish national team in 3 years' time, 4 years' time when the World Cup rolls around again. Because I don't think we're going to win this World Cup. However, do I think that we can beat Argentina? If everything goes right, I believe. And that is something on this channel that we've always said, believe. Because there's so many things that happen, FM18, FM19, FM20, even in this save, I think we can go out there and we can do it. Now, look, if it doesn't happen, I don't think there's anything that we really can say. It's just unlucky. We played a very good group stage. If anything, we probably should have pumped Faso more. But it really doesn't matter. You got 6 points, which is all that matters, right? And we just walked into Argentina because they had a very poor group stage, yet they get lucky and get Denmark. We are, we're 13th, 16th in the world, 15th in the world, right? And Argentina are a top 8 side, and they have got some players that are absolutely out of this world, right? Their key player is Romario Morin, and just, yeah. When we have to deal with players like that, it's interesting, De Luca is another one, just both at Liverpool, by the way. It's going to be very hard for us to kind of go out here and just do what we do. But look, if there's anything that we know is that we do know that we can win games of football, and that's what we need to do. It's Judgment Day, it's Argentina, it's a day before, which is interesting. I swear this was the 28th. But okay, we'll just stay with us, YouTube. Apologies. You know what? Good that I did this. Happy I did this, because now if you're looking at the length of this video, you don't know how long it's gone for. So, Munizaga, Chile lost to Portugal. This is not a good time for this to happen. This is why I really thought it was the day. Look, yep, decent, good. Yep. I'm just gonna do this. Centre back actually for 8 million is not bad. 6'6". Well, Victoria Matiaka is listed for 8.75 million. Jeez. Yeah, you're good. Well, sorry, YouTube. This is meant to be a YouTube thing. 5.75 million from River. I'm going to be right back, YouTube, because there's no point me highlighting what we can do. But I'll be back in a second. Yeah, he's good. Welcome back, YouTube. It's always a bit annoying when you're in international World Cup and all this SFB stuff keeps coming up. It's the one thing I don't like about international management. But however, it does not matter now. we've got Argentina in the Estadio Olimpico. It is time on the biggest stage, on the world stage, in the World Cup, to show what this Danish side is truly made of. Argentina, head coach by Hernan Crespo, that's a name people will know. Look, they've been a little bit underwhelming in this World Cup and probably going to be out for a little bit of blood. Ivory Coast have also got through there as well. As you can see, some games have already been played here in the knockout stages. Brazil, Spain, Norway, Russia beating Germany. Huge news. Netherlands, England, Poland beat Serbia, which is interesting. Uruguay beating Colombia, which is very even there. Italy are through. Portugal pumped Chile. When Munizaga can't do much about that. Belgium eventually went through. And Australia are through as well. Can we join them and the Ivory Coast to make it through? Will Turkey beat Jamaica, which they should? I don't know, boys, but let's go find out. In terms of the team, I'm telling you right now, is one change to the team that beat Jamaica, and that was Poulsen coming back in at left back for Victor, because we trust Poulsen. Apart from that, everything else is the same. Holm, wonder kid goalkeeper. I don't know if he's a wonder kid anymore. Yep, he still is. Great goalkeeper in net. Larson, Nilsson, Hansen, and Poulsen. 2 wonder kids in Holm and Hansen back there. 2 experienced guys in Victor Nilsson and Poulsen and Larson as well. Johnny Usman had a great game against Argentina, so I'm going to go with him. However, there is a part of me that wants to change that. I think if there's ever a time to really clog up the middle of the park, this is the game. And I'm going to do it. Box the box. Get Yeppy in. His name is Kenny. They have played together for SFB. They have a big game partnership, and they know when to hold and when not to, and they know how to really win a middle of the park. How many days in Denmark at the SFB Stadium have we seen those 2 boys run a show in the Champions League? And just been, we get the ball back, off we go. We're going to go a little bit more workmanlike in the middle of the park. It's Kenny and Yeppy together. It's an SFB special. Lundberg looked amazing out at right wing scoring goals. It's about time he started too, so hopefully he can do that too. Damsgaard's look really good in the shadow striker. Frank we're going to trust because we know what we're going to get from Frank. And Darmian, though, has come up top only because I just don't think Mads had a good game out. But what it allows me to do is bring Mads into the game late doors to really go. My only problem is that we leave ourselves like down a winger on the bench, and Christian Wilson's the only winger that would come in and play. But that's just the beauty of the squad we picked, because we picked a couple more extra strikers. There's a part of me that even wants to start Wirtz, to be fair, and just get Wirtz as a false 9 hovering around. By the way, look how good he looks. But we'll wait and we'll see how we go. Anyway, look, that's your team. It's Holm, Larson, Nelson, Hansen, Poulsen, Yeppy and Kenny, Olsen, Damsgaard, Frank and Darmian. We have got some score predictions in the chat. We have got Curtis reckon we're going to win 3-2. Berger reckons we're going to win 5-4 on penalties after a 2-2. JS reckons we're going to score 2 in extra time and 3-1. Knox reckons 1-1 on penalties. We go through 8-7 on pens. Some big close predictions. I'm predicting we lose in extra time. It's going to finish 2-2 full time. We're going to concede late to lose in extra time. But if that happens, I think you got to take that against Argentina. It's Argentina. They are unbelievably good. What do you need?
I have 2 questions.
1 second.
Firstly,
yes.
Is it an offence to go walking with scissors?
No.
I'm not carrying a weapon, am I?
No. Why?
Okay, secondly, which house on this street has roses I can steal? Just ask Renee to be my Valentine.
Oh, beautiful.
I need to steal my girlfriend some roses.
We have roses down in our rose bed.
Not pretty ones.
Oh, well,
they've died in the heat.
Oh, then 3 houses down on the right-hand side.
Okay, I'm going to go sleuthing.
Yeah, that's all on YouTube.
I'm going to go sleuthing for roses.
All right. What a time for you to do that, right before we play Argentina.
Argentina?
Yeah.
You're going to lose.
Yeah, thank you, I know. All right, boys, look, we have to go out there and just do what we do against Jamaica. It's a tough tie. Even my sister knows it's a tough tie. Interesting. It's always a little bit of fun with my sister around. Anyhow, gonna do that. And there we are. Don't know why her boyfriend's not her Valentine, but interesting. Enough about that. Who cares? Let's have a look at the team that started, and we're going to have a look at the bench. Because I see Vando. I have him in my lead save. Oh, he's a boy and he looks unreal. I'm glad I got him at Leeds. Anyway, we got Daria in goals. Good keeper. Very good keeper. 4 caps. Very new, though. Carlos looks insane at Norwich. Conforti at City is unbelievably good. Jonathan there at Milan, another very good centre-back. However, I will say this, not the quickest centre-back. Darmian, Mads when he come off the bench, got to get at him. Lopez is going to be up against Olsen. That's going to be quite the battle. The Porto man looks good. DeLuca already looked at. He's pretty elite. The Liverpool midfielder. They got Herberlin, Carlos Alcaraz. He is very elite as well, the 27-year-old. People will know who he is, obviously, on Football Manager terms. One Carlos Andre, another regen at Manchester City. There's some big boys in this game. Ramiro Moran, the best player Argentina have on paper. At Italy, capped 8 times. At Liverpool, capped 8 times by Argentina. I don't know where Italy came from, but there we go. Allen is another very good player out there on the left-hand side. I highly recommend picking this guy up in your saves if you can. He's unbelievably good. And up front is the 32-year-old, the man that is still absolutely elite, a man that has been there and done it all for Argentina. It is Lautaro Martinez, capped 117 times by Argentina for 74 goals. Is a pretty good return. They've got good people on their bench, as you would imagine. They are all going to go and just see what they can do. Like Christian Romero would be unbelievably good to even pick up. Nuno Perez, another one at Monaco, unbelievable. I'm glad he's not starting. Their backup keeper's probably better than their current keeper. Jeez. One Carlos Orielena is another one that looks really good. Give him a scout, even though he's at Valencia. I'm not going to be able to pick him up. I don't feel I'm going to be able to pick up any of these guys. Anyway, Jonathan looks good. Alexis, Alice there, I think he's at Brighton. Nicolas Dominguez, another one. Highly recommend this guy. I picked him up so many times last year. And Martinez, I have in my lead save. He's really good. Highly recommend that one too. Benjamin is there as well. And of course, lucky last is Jonathan Del Rio, another striker at 25 years of age from Monaco. They are a star-studded side that is worthy of being in the top 10 in the world. They're a team that really should have topped their group. They didn't. We have to deal with it. And it's now time to just go out there and do it. Can we do it? Maybe, who knows, hopefully we'll be okay. It's Argentina in the famous blue and white. It is Denmark in the red, and it's underway, and all I'm going to look for is possession, boys. So now Argentina starting the better of the two teams, already having a few chances, but look, if we can just somehow get ourselves into this game, you never know. Anyway, Alcaraz going on a run, hits it from distance, well wide. If we can keep him to that sort of highlight, that's okay. Highlight from the goal kick. We're generally pretty good at building from the back. Nielsen now needs to find a good pass. Kenny, he's good on the ball. Foots for Darmsgaard. Ball in a Yeppy. Should have Frank peeling wide. Here he goes. Frank knows how to beat a man. Takes a touch. He's got speed. In the box he goes. Penalty referee not given. And it's going to stay in play too. And in the end, Andre is going to go long. Nearly was a moment. Darmsgaard wins it back. Can he get on the ball? He does. Men in the box, surely. Frank's still there. Gives it to Yeppy. He knows how to hit him. Goes back to Olsen, though. Olsen now. Can he put a ball in? Looking to find a room. He does. Thomas Olsen-Lundberg. Oh, it's over the bar. 10 minutes in. Best chance. Falls the way of Denmark. It is still 0-0. It's another highlight. An aggressive 10 minutes by both teams. Darmsgaard, Poulsen. We've come out here to really press him. Ball to Darmian. Keeper's come. Oh, he's done enough, the keeper, really, to force Darmian wide and high. But a big moment for Darmian, and it was a big chance to go 1-0 ahead again. 20 minutes played. What an even game of football here at the Estadio Olimpico in the World Cup second round knockout stage game. Wowee, it really could have been 1-0 Denmark. It could have also been 1-0 Argentina, really, with the chance that they've had too. But 35 minutes played. The game has settled down now into a little bit of cut and frost between the Argentinian counter and our possession-based system. 45 minutes played, approaching half-time we go. It is going to be 0-0 in a very tight, tense game. It is in the balance. I'm very pleased with how things are going. If we could play like that second half, we'll find a moment. We had moments. So have Argentina, and it's shortened to DeLuca. Darmian needs a press, and he does. All the way back. Can we force the Argentinian goalkeeper long? We probably won't. We do, actually. Can we win that, please, Kenny? Does well, but it falls DeLuca's way. Good boy on top. Martinez is in. Holm needs to make a save, and what a save he makes. Martinez, you would have put his house on him to score that one-on-one. The absolutely star-studded Holm. What a save again from the corner. The star-studded Argentinian striker. But Holm has shot him down, and now Frank's good over a dead ball. It's a good ball back stick. Olsen, I thought, was held, but it wasn't in the end. And in the end, Giacopetti goes long. Martinez heads it. Andre now. We need to get Poulsen across. He could have stepped in there and won the ball. He steps in now, though. He now wins it. And Poulsen now running. Not many men in front of him. He looks for Darmian. Good touch. Does he beat a man? He does. In he goes. In the end, that's going to be just wide. At the moment of such an even game of football, it really could go either way. We just need to probably dominate possession a little bit more. That first goal is going to be so important. Home now, Nelson, 55 minutes played, runs in, overloads the middle of the park, finds Olsen, Lornberg, Thomas, good ball into Yeppie, he can switch play, looks for Frank and finds him, Frank steps inside, finds Darmsgaard, has got Paulson on the overlap, does he play him? He doesn't, goes inside the Yeppie, Darmian, Frank! It's the winger from SFB, let's go! It is Argentina 0, it is Denmark 1, and Frank has put Denmark into the lead. Wow, Darmsgaard, what a move it was. From back to front, Yeppie on it, Darmian first time in the Frank. What a finish. Off we go. In the second knockout round, we lead 60 minutes played in a very even game of football. And it's a highlight here. Vlasco headed just over the bar. Hull may have had it. And here we go, 65 minutes played. It is Denmark 1, Argentina 0. And it's important to say that Yeppie and Kenny, as much as they're not getting the ratings, have done the job so far. Here we go, 71 minutes played. Poulsen throws. Frank now on the ball, back to Poulsen. Makes a good run down the line, does Frank. Poulsen instead steps inside. Yeppie on it again. Good ball to Darmsgaard. Frank again. Finds Thomas. Oh my God, he's a world-class striker. He should have scored that. Oh, Thomas Olsen Lundberg, the enigma that he is. He's a world-class player that is absolutely out of this world, and he's just missed a chance to probably fire us into what? Is it the quarter-final stage of the World Cup? Is it the third knockout round? Because it's more games now. Oh my, Frank looks dead. I'm going to get Christian Ramilson in as the winger. And there we go. One change down. I'm going to leave two changes to really time waste this game a little bit later on. What a moment it was. A very even game. Both teams have played amazing football. But as it stands, somehow 1-0. We've got to thank our keeper for that too. Time is ticking away. We're now going to make one more change. Darmsgaard's going to come into there. We do have a defensive midfielder in Nielsen that's going to come into this. Actually, you know what? Shouldn't it be Holgerberg? Just deeper lying on defend, mate. Ball-winning midfielder on defend and a ball-winning midfielder on defend. Don't think it's time to park the bus just yet. It's the 87th minute, Damien. Maybe it is time to park the bus. Oh my God, it's a set piece. Yeppie, good ball, backstick header, we win. 2-0. Yeppie, good ball, backstick. Nelson! Yes! Argentina 0, Denmark 2. And I tell you what, we deserve it. Argentina's horrid tournament's going to come to the end in the hands of Denmark. And there we go. Done. And you know what, AJ? Yes, we will. We will get him on. We will get him on. Where are you, Wirtz? There you are, mate. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. False nine it. False nine him. Get it in. Done and dusted. Wow, we're going to go through to the next round of the tournament. Time ticks away. Argentina maybe with a chance. Late doors to get one back. McAllister now. Holgerberg, what a tackle. Clears at Wirtz. My man, go on a run. Wirtz could be the youngest goal scorer ever. Instead, he holds it up. Darmian now. He's got people on the left and the right. He's got numbers with him. He goes for goal. In the end, what a save from the keeper to put it onto the bar. In the end, though, it's a massive win. Oh, you know what? It's always annoying when you top the group and get a big team in the next round because they faltered. Mercifully, though, today, they have faltered again. And we have come out and beat Argentina 2-0. And maybe we have to believe that we are actually good enough to go through and get past the third round. I wonder who we get. I don't know when we find out. We're going to stay live for that, of course, as well. What a game from the boys. They played out of their skin. Now it's just a matter of who's in next, who's going to be fit, because we're going to have to rotate. But yeah, that is a massive win for Denmark. Ivory Coast beating Austria in the other one. We win the second round. We're through to the third round now. We get Ivory Coast. It's going to be a very even game, but we just beat Argentina. Ivory Coast are very good. They're good runners. But I tell you what, I think we should be favourites for that one there. That is absolutely unbelievable. Look, Nelson, that's fine. I've got other centre-backs that we can use. Lundberg, delighted, mate. I'm delighted. Unbelievably good. Frank, what a moment for him. He scores. He just has a bid from Fulham. Fulham, if you want him, it's another 20 million, mate. He just scored in a World Cup game. Unbelievable. I am over the moon with that. When is that game? 4 days' time. Well, YouTube, I'll see you in 4 days' time because we're going to have Ivory Coast in the third round of the World Cup. Do you dare believe? I tell you what, you should. We just spanked Argentina out of the World Cup. They're a team that knows how to win it, and maybe this Denmark team might just be able to win it this year. You just never know. Welcome back, YouTube. It is third round, knockout round of the World Cup, and we have got ourselves Ivory Coast today. There's a few things happening with SFB, however, we are not going to recap that in this episode. This is all about how far we can go in this World Cup, and who knows. Now, we've got 2 ways to skin a cat here. I'm also just left it a couple of hours early so we can see what happens in the Turkey-Croatia game, which Turkey get through on penalty shootout. I believe we are one of the last games to play here in the third round. We are the last game, actually, which is not good. You'd rather be the first game so you get more rest. But I believe we are then the first or second quarterfinal. And then, but look, if you can see here, if we go back third rounds here, you can see that Brazil beat Spain in a shootout. Russia beat Norway in a shootout. So a couple of shootouts here in this World Cup. England get plus Poland in the 96th minute of normal time. Netherlands needed a late one from Undar to get past Uruguay, and Italy got comfortably past Belgium, which is interesting because Belgium have a really good team. So do Italy, though, this year. And Portugal only beat Australia 1-0. I'm tempted to have a look at the match stats for this one because obviously we're all Australian here. Yeah, Australia got absolutely pumped. But had more of the ball. Well, I don't know. Eugene Neff played okay, I guess. And Jenkins started there too. And then obviously Turkey beat Croatia in a shootout. They always do it. They always do it in a World Cup. Every time to Turkey. We, however, have got the Ivory Coast, and it is going to be a big game. Now, there's 2 ways to skin the cat, is what I was saying, and the next game is actually 3 days' time. Disregard the friendly. I'm going to sim past that friendly that quickly if we get through this game. That we probably need to rotate, I believe. Second thing is that Nielsen's suspended. Now, if we're going full strength, that's the team. And they're fit enough. However, if you look at Hansen, look at Yepi, look at Kenny, Damsgaard, Frank, even Olsen, if they play this game here 90 minutes, most of them would have to play, and we win, they're going to be absolutely rooted for the quarterfinal, right? And it's a lot of the things that AI do is that they get rooted in the quarterfinal. Now, I'm pretty sure we might even get Turkey. I'm going to double check that. If we can go to the Italy. Oh, okay. Jeez. Well. Right. Turkey got Portugal. We play Italy. We actually beat Italy last time we played them. So, we have to get through this game first. The fact of the matter is that if we get through, we have to be at full strength to beat Italy. If we play a full strength team here, they're going to be buggered for the Italy game. So for me, I am tempted to rotate, and I think I will. Anderson will start, but Kim Bax will come in. Lawson's going to come out because Nielsen can come in and do a job, right? Darmsgaard's going to come out. I think, no, he won't. I think what we can do is get Holgerberg in and get Yepi in as well for Johnny Isbin. I think that's not bad as well. I think Rasmussen can come in on the one side for Olsen. I think on the other side, you can get in... So you can probably get Christian in here. Get Mads on the other side as well. Darmin can play up top because he's pretty fit. And I feel like we can rotate. Get Paulson out even. Because I think our rotated side can still beat the Ivory Coast. But we'll wait and we'll see. Am I going to go to that? Am I going to rotate here? Darmsgaard and Frank. I feel like if we do this then, Wirtz comes in. Darmsgaard starts. But we look to take him off for Yepi. I think that's the go. Look how many more fresh legs there are. Now you have to take off Darmsgaard at some point, but you should get him fit, is what I'm saying. I know this is live by the sword, die by the sword, but I think this is where you have to be tactically smart in a World Cup. Pick a game where you can rotate. This is the game. as much as I say that, I think Ivory Coast are sensational. I think they're here on merit, and I think they are capable of beating us. But I think if there's ever a game that we can rotate in, it's this game here. Because there's either two ways you look at it. We go full strength, we win this game, great. Quarterfinal, superb, but then the squad is dead and you get pumped by Italy. Or you rotate in a game that you could still win, win, and against Italy at full strength. I think that's the way we go about it. Look, no Thomas Olsen, that's fine. Wirtz, at 16 years of age, is going to lead the line. Fine. Darmsgaard's going to come off for probably Epi at half-time. I could play Foged in this hole. I could. I'm not going to. I wish Johnny Isbin was ever taught to play shadow striker because he would be the perfect shadow striker. He's not, though. We could actually play him up top and get Wirtz at shadow striker. You know, he's not the worst shadow striker in the world. I don't think he is a shadow striker, though. I think getting him as an advanced forward up top is not the worst. Getting him as an advanced forward is not the worst. I think we go to that. I think that's as we're going to play. We have to have at least one player out there, I think, to come and do the job. Got to go to that. It's going to be home. Christensen, Andreas, Bax, Christensen, Johnny Isbin and Holgerberg, Mads, Darmsgaard, Darmian, Wirtz. I am going to put Darmian onto an inside forward on attack. I'm also going to move Johnny Isbin into an advanced playmaker on support. And then apart from that, the rest of the team is going to stay the same. I think that's still good enough to beat the Ivory Coast. Curtis reckons 3-0. JS reckons 2-0. I've rotated. I'm predicting 1-1, win in extra time 2-1. I know that we've rotated. But I'd rather rotate, have the boys ready and able to go next game out. Going on a good run, go out there and impress me. The boys need to be up for this one, and they look like they are. I think we're going to be okay. So Darmian's going to come as the inside forward on attack. Johnny Isbin's going to come into the advanced playmaker and support for me, personally. Right? And Holderberg's going to sit in and not do much. Going to go to that. I am almost tempted to do this with Wirtz because he plays so well for me here. Is just tell him to get false 9 and get others in. You know, get Mads in behind. I'm going to do that. Wirtz go into the false 9 as well. Let's go into that. You have the best defence in the World Cup. It's good to know. Hopefully it holds strong here, but we have rotated fully. It's Denmark in the white. It's Ivory Coast in the orange. We have rotated and we've taken a risk, but hey, I feel like this is a risk worth taking. They're coming up in the 4-4-1-1. We forgot to even look at their team. Damien, come on, man. It's a World Cup. And there we go. I was so nervous. Anyway, Balboon in goals is a very decent goalkeeper at St. Pauli. He's not bad. Odlian is a good 29-year-old that's playing at Monaco. Wow. Cisse is a guy I've looked at many times in the past, but no, never been able to get. Diallo is another good regen at Bayern. He's unbelievably good. Alex is a very good Ivorian centre-back, obviously. Ivorian, no joke. They're at Ivory Coast. At Stoke, but he's very limited going forward, which is good. Mads can maybe run him around ragged. Obviously, Sangara is still sensational at his age. He's still absolutely the bee's knees. Diallo is still very quick at Bayern. It's unbelievable. Kessie is still world class, really. At Lille, I'm actually going to give him a scout because if he ever wants to leave on a free, I would probably pick him up. Christian as well, Ivory Coast centre midfielder. He looks really good as well still. Freddie Diallo out there on the left-hand side is a regen at Liverpool. That is going to be absolutely unbelievable. And then, of course, Bakayoko at Porto is a guy that's come through Porto's youth academy. He's been there for years, and he looks really good. In terms of the bench, there's no real names that I kind of know. We already started the game, so I'm going to get into it. But that is still a very good side. I still think we can beat it. The only thing I will say, them playing 4-1-4-1 is similar to what Jamaica did to us, and we really should have pumped Jamaica. Did we? Yeah. No. Jamaica's a blur now. But yeah, that's what we're going to go with. All right. Cancel that. Back into the gameplay. Look, 6 minutes in, we're dominating the ball, and that's exactly what we need to see. You know, this is why I've rotated this game, that I think in this system we're going to be good enough to score. 15 minutes played, we have dominated against the Ivory Coast, but we just need a goal. As it stands, 0-0, 25 minutes played. Look at us dominate, boys. It's not happening out there, but we're dominating, and that's the matter. I'm going to move us to attacking here just before half-time and really see if we can get one. They are sitting in trying to do a job. Christensen's taking a slight knock. Play through it, my man, because I don't want Paulson coming in too early. And hopefully we'll be okay. Time has ticked away. 12 shots in the first half. dominated the game, but it's 0-0. I'm very happy with what I saw, boys. Keep it up, second half. 46 minutes played. Going to move us back to positive here as well, so we don't get hit on the break from the Ivory Coast. But our first highlight, Ivory Coast on the ball. In the end, Darmsgaard wins it back. Ibsen now, back into Christensen. We've dominated this game, but we've yet to see a highlight. It's finally come. The ball to Damian's pretty good. We've got numbers running here. Damian now, and he's a pick a pass, goes for goal. If that's the highlight, we're going to struggle to score. Darmsgaard's looking a little bit worse for wear. It's another highlight, though, and Christensen throws. Darmsgaard now. Damian, can he whip in a ball? He does. Back stick, cleared away. Only as far as Johnny Isbin. He knows how to hit him from here. Might go for goal. He doesn't. Holgerberg, Christensen. Not known for his ability to score, but the right back has put us in the lead here in the third knockout round of the World Cup. And Rasmussen Nielsen Christensen has fired us 1-0 up. The fully rotated team, it is 1-0 Denmark. And in the end, it's the fullback Morandering forward. They've held their shape, have the Ivory Coast. They've come and set up deep and looking to hit us on the break. And they have soaked up a lot of pressure, but finally it is told. And we are 1-0 up. It's a highlight from kickoff. Of course there is. If they score from kickoff after doing nothing for the full 50 minutes here, I'll be livid. Long ball should be ours backs. It is. Johnny Isbin can go. Can he score 2 goals in 2 minutes? That would be unreal. The ball to Mads was rushed. It wasn't rushed. It was just poor. In the end, that's a ball we can win. Damian should have won it and didn't. Here come the Ivory Coast again. Ball is picked off there by the goal scorer and Nissen Christensen. And he's coming down this right-hand side. Still going down this right-hand side. His ball in is decent. Cleared away. Only as far as Johnny Isbin. We're penned them back into their own half again. And Johnny Isbin reeling around. Getting to the byline. Can he whip in a ball? In the end, it's well won. Diallo now has to clear it. Does. Damian. Wirtz. Damian. Oh, what a chance. In the end, Wirtz and Damian combined it really well then. And was a massive moment to go 2-0 up. Darmsgood's going to come off here. Foged's going to come in here as well into that role there. Actually, you know what? No, Christian Ramilson's going to come into that role there because he's got the stats to play it. Christensen's looking a little bit worse for wear there at left back, and I am going to bring Poulsen in now, 60 minutes in as well. But the rest of the boys seem fit, and if possible, if we get a second, I'm going to leave them out there just to keep playing the way it's going. 68 minutes played. I am going to make one last little change. I'm actually going to move Wirtz as an advanced forward on attack here. Never use a false 9 ever in a 4-2-3-1, but I just thought, because it's what he scores for me in SFB, that he could maybe pinch a goal here. Anyway, they are looking to build out now, and Kessie is good on the ball. And they still got quality. We just have to make sure that we just be wary of it. Anyway, Nissen's had a great game out there right back. Mads now is quick and can run at people. But he does like playing right winger for a guy that can't really cross. In the end, he steps on the ball. Back to Holgerberg. He's run the show out here, the captain. In the end, Johnny Isbin now can get on it. He wheels around. Johnny, good run from Johnny Isbin. Still going. Can he get a good ball in? Instead, he plays Nielsen. He can fire one in. He does. In it goes. Damian to fire us 2-0 in the lead. And I tell you what, boys, 75 minutes played. We are going through to play Italy in a quarter-final in the World Cup as it stands. And I don't think we're going to get caught because we have absolutely dominated this game. Nissen Christensen, great ball in. He got a goal and an assist. Damian poops that one in at the back stick. It's 2-0. It's all she wrote. And I tell you what, with that all said and done, I'm going to move Rasmussen into there. And we're going to move in Foged into there. Done. Just relax, boys. Go out there and enjoy it. We have absolutely pumped the Ivory Coast. And I tell you what, JS has hit us for 2-0 as it stands. And if we do score to make it 3-0, Curtis hit us for 3-0. So there's going to be a score prediction right in the chat. It's 2-0. It's all she wrote. We're into the quarterfinal of the World Cup. And we absolutely pumped the Ivory Coast. They're a good team. But we absolutely made them look like mugs. We have one of the best defense in the World Cup. The best defense in the World Cup. We're keeping clean sheets for fun. And it is looking really good. What does the part of the tank, come on, mean? Get out the way, please. Thank you. Part of the tank means team has conceded total in 10 competitive matches. Really? That's good to know. It was complete. We were superb. So we must not have conceded in the whole group stage either. Yeah, we won 1-0 in what? I can't remember that one there that we had against the Ivory Coast. The Ivory Coast against... We played second in the group, Jamaica. But that is really, really good. Look, lads, we've done well. Tight 5, we're making a tackle. Should be alright. We get Italy. Third in the world. One of the favourites for the World Cup. We have played them once and we've beaten them. Who knows? It's a fairy tale performance so far. I don't think Wirtz did anything wrong. He just, not ready for it, but it's good experience for him. But there you are, boys. That is massive. We get Italy in how many days? 4 days for them to rest. But that is the thing about rotating. Look how many of these guys are going to be fit for this one. Look how many people are dead and they're going to be half fit. Holgerberg suspended. Did his job, mate. Captain, 9 acceleration, 9 pace. May have just played his last game for Denmark because he's not going to play against Italy. It doesn't bother me. That was perfect. We got exactly what we wanted, which was to go out there and just rotate and make sure that we had fit legs for Italy and still win, and we got that. And on that bombshell, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in the great words of Top Gear and Jeremy Clarkson, we are off to the quarterfinal of the World Cup. And I tell you what, even if we lose to Italy, I'm happy with that campaign because in 4 years' time, we're going to be better, stronger, and a lot more developed. And who knows, maybe this is a line in the sand to say that even if it's not this year, that in the future we can win a World Cup as the Denmark boss. Welcome back, YouTube. 2030 World Cup quarterfinal. We have Italy in a massive game. Since we last met as well, quarterfinals have been played around the grounds before us. Russia out, Netherlands absolutely spanked them, but in the tie of the round, Brazil from 1-0 up have been beaten by an England side, a very dogged England side that came back and scored a couple of late ones to win that one 2-1. An 87th minute winner for a regen by the name of a Breakaway. The 25-year-old from Chelsea is pretty damn good. But yeah, there we go. Look, all I know is that if we were to somehow get to the next round, we get England. It's just good that they played a very physical match against Brazil. However, we just got to do what we can do, which is just play the best we can against Italy. We're backs up against it. Italy are third in the world, for goodness sake. And they are a very good team, coached by Simone Inzaghi. But yeah, look how good some of their players are. They're out of this world. Cedric Tonali, still at 30 years of age, is absolutely amazing. Donnarumma at 31 is world class. This is a team that have come through this World Cup and look good. We have the best defence in the World Cup. They have the second best defence because they've only conceded 2 goals in the whole World Cup was in one game. We have kept, by the way, which is a bit outstanding in itself, we have kept, if it lets me go back, we have kept, right, a clean sheet since the World Cup campaign started, including the friendlies. A 1-0, a 3-0, a 2-0, a 2-0. We defensively have looked amazing so far this World Cup, and we have to be the same. If we actually go back a little bit, there was a third place playoff that we played against Italy last year. Guess who won it? We did. Important to note, though, Italy set up in a 5 at the back system, which is predicted to what they're going to play this time around. They then switched in the 60th minute to 4-2-3-1, and by the 70th, it was 2-2 and Italy were dominating. We then really didn't create much. We had 2 chances from that moment on to the end of the game. It was a 1-on-1 that was missed about in the 80th minute to seal it, but it was a Lomberg effort that went in to win us that game. I would obviously take that right now, right? But we need to be ready for the inevitable switch that Italy are going to provide when they switch from 5 at the back to 4-2-3-1, if they line up like that and the scouts are correct. In terms of Italy's games here, I think they've lined up like this throughout the whole World Cup. They beat Belgium 2-0. And what they've been doing is lining up as a 5 at the back system and then switching. It seems to be the case. We just have to be on. We have to be on. When they're in this system here, we have to allow them no space in behind. We have to keep the ball and be dogged. And then we have to go and just put chances to bed. Not a problem. Thank you, Mom. There we are. Look, it is what it is. What can we do? It's Italy. You just have to go out there and beat them. In terms of the team, we are at full strength. Apart from Damsgaard, that is a little bit under legs, and so is Darmian, but the rest of the boys are fit and ready to go. We could have started Brun Larssons over Nielsen, but Nielsen scored that goal and looked amazing at right back. He's also got a little bit more speed to deal with on the break. I'm thinking what we do is we start with him there. probably keep him there, but it allows that Brun Larson can come in and play anywhere on either flank. It gives me another winger option. Apart from that, though, the rest of the team is straightforward. It's a team that has not conceded, and it's definitely my best 11. It was just nice to obviously get the rotation out against Ivory Coast, and there we are. Like Josie Isbin's pretty dead. Wirtz is dead. Mads is, a little bit yet, but the rest of the boys aren't too bad. It's also important to note that if we get through this, the semi-finals in 3 days' time, more than likely we win this game. The legs are going to be shot. England's legs will probably be a touch better, but still also shot. And it's just going to be a war of attrition. Win this game, no matter what, we're going to get a third place playoff. So it'll be good. But let's just go out there and play our best football. Our team's come a long way since that 3-2 win. We've got a bit more stability to the team. We've got some players that have really developed, like Frank's gone on. We got Hansen's come in and just gone absolutely next level as a centre-back, and he's now just finished his move to Real Madrid. Victor Nilsson obviously hasn't developed, but you got guys that have done the job. Yepi and Kenny are going to be dogged. They're going to run box to box, be there, bring men down if needs be, circulate the ball, and really, really be in the hole and stop Italy from breaking, if possible. But, look, Italy should be favourites. They're third in the world for a reason. In saying that, we have history of beating them, so who knows? It is home in goals. Nissen, Nelson, Hansen, Poulsen. Yepi is with Kenny. Olsen, Darmsgaard, Frank, and Darmian. And to remind you, obviously, Holgerberg is suspended and he could have played his last game for Italy. Anyhow, boys, last game for Italy, last game for Denmark. It's Italy time. It's time we go out there. We've had a great World Cup. To make the quarterfinal, my first attempt, unbelievable. 4 years' time, so excited to see what we can do. However, there's still the possibility we can get through this tie, and then we would be only 2 wins away from doing the miraculous winning the World Cup in the first attempt. I don't think we're going to get that far. My personal prediction is that we lose this game 2-1, 3-1, something like that. Italy come out and perform. I feel like the Euro Invitational League there is nowhere near the pressure situation or the games for the big players as a quarter-final of the World Cup. I think Italy have world-class players that are going to win this game. You can see the players in there. It's a former SFB boy, by the way, that's playing at the back. Damiano is there. Oh, I miss him. It would have been nice to have him too, as a Danish guy, but still at SFB. Anyway, look, boys, it is time. It is time. Let's have a look at this Italian team. They are lining up 5 at the back, which is good. Donnarumma in net. Unbelievable, what a keeper. Greslin's at Real Madrid, and it's going to be Hansen's partner. Hansen's going to obviously break into the Real Madrid team, but I think he's going to really be good. And Ruggero looks good. Claudio Brignoni is also another one. He just looks insane. They are unbelievable, Italy. Pirola, another one that is very good as well. There is no big weaknesses to get past. Damiano, look at him, the 24-year-old. He is going on leaps and bounds. I'm going to get a scout report on him. When we had him, he was wanted by the whole entire Italian nation. Every club wanted him. Moved from SFB really cheap. But at that stage, it was our record signing. It was 1 point something million. It was his release fee. We picked him up on a free, I think, Damiano, or close enough to it. But a very good player, capped 13 times. A very good defensively minded player. He's not the best going forward, but he has developed a lot more since we've obviously seen him, of course, as well. In the middle is Locatelli, is absolutely elite, and Alvaro on the left-hand side at Napoli is quite the fullback. Sergio Tonali is, I think, vice-captain, Donnarumma's captain. Obviously, we know who Sergio Tonali is. Barella is there too. Marco is absolutely sensational up front. But the man that we have to be worried for is the man from Bayern Munich, the $100 million man. Antonio Palacios. Bayern spent big money on him. He is absolutely unbelievable, and he is going to be very, very good. Gasparini's on the bench. So is Patetti. Tommaso is still at Real Madrid. Is actually... Ken is transfer listed, doesn't want to come to me. Plus, we can't afford him. Luca Pellegrini, how are you, my man? There we are. I've used him before. Fabio, obviously looking really good. Giuseppe's there too. Decent little regen. Brian, Oddi at Herva, still very good as well. Stefani, another regen, 25 years of age at Roma, looks good. But my man, the freak, exclamation freak in chat, lads, Pietro Pellegrini, a man that we've used many times before, looks absolutely insane. Simeone Lazzaretto looks pretty good too. And then obviously the backup keeper, the 22-year-old. At Manchester City, he's probably Manchester City's starting keeper, and he doesn't even get a look in. for the Italian squad. To be fair, it's Donnarumma. But yeah, look, that's a world-class team. That's a team that deserves to be third in the world, and it's a team that I reckon will probably be good enough to beat us. However, this Denmark team did not know how to lie down, and if there's anything that we always say on this channel is we believe. We are going to go again and hopefully put in a performance. I think we can do a job. It is Italy, it's the Azzurri, and their famous blue. A team that knows how to win a World Cup. You know, so rich in history on the international stage versus a Danish side looking to put their mark on world football. I'm looking at the possession stats and we need to start well. In the end, Kenny's off injured. We're down to 10 men as things stand right now, which is not a spot I want to be in. Kenny comes back in. Oh my God. Like, please don't concede because we need to watch Kenny run back onto the field. What a save home. Good boy. What a keeper. What a keeper we have in home. Let's just replay that. Everyone keep an eye on Kenny. Everybody keep an eye on Kenny. I have never seen theatrics like this ever. Have a look at Kenny. He dove in at... Maybe Parola was the one that injured him and he wanted to make sure Parola know that he's not going to get away with it. Look at Kenny come in. Okay, that was maybe just the animation that it was. We saw that live. Surely someone saw that live. But in the end, what a save this is. Holm knew nothing about it and he reacted quickest, which was good. Fired in. Holm sticks out a leg. Through bodies. What a save from the keeper. The wonder kid goalkeeper has done it again. Wouldn't mind him at SFB. But there we are. 12 minutes played. Highlight again. Italy still not dead and buried. Should be on key highlights. It is. Oh no. It's wide. Poor Italy with a couple of massive chances first 15 minutes played. We need to settle down. And there we are. He's pulled a fire. Can he stay out there? We can't afford an early change here. Damiano throws in. Frank wins it. He's quick. Instead, he just looks for Dami and he really could have run with it. In there, we need to force Donnarumma a bit longer, which we don't. Parola, though. We get a press out there and in the end force him long, but it's a good boy out there. And Barella now with a chance. Still beating men is Barella. Nielsen with a good tackle. Falls back to Barella. He can whip one now. In the end, Eberini does. Headed in. Through home. Palacio scores. The $100 million man. And we have conceded our first goal in the World Cup campaign. It comes in the quarterfinal. And it comes 20 minutes in against Italy. We are 1-0 down, backs up against the wall. And to be fair, a little lucky, you know. Nissan's tackle was good, but apart from that, great bullying. You feel for home. You know, it nearly kept it out. Would have been a wonder of a save. 20 minutes played, and there we go. It is 1-0. We have not looked particularly good out there. We need a reaction from this Danish side. We need a reaction. We need it to come soon. As it stands, though, 30-odd minutes played. We have reacted a little bit, which is good. The game's become a little bit more even now. We have the ability to score. We just have to believe in that. A second for Italy would put us to bed. As it stands, though, 1-0 down at half-time. It's not been the greatest game from us. We have looked a little bit legless, a little bit this and that. Kenny's not looking 100% fit. I am going to take him off. I'm going to move Yepi into the box-to-box. And Kenny is going to come in. Johnny Isbin has been in such good form. I really want him out there. But he's not fit. Ah, man. Foged loves a big game. Look, mate. I believe in your stats. He's good enough to do it. He loves a big game. He can pick the lock. If Isbin was fitter, he would come in 100%. He's not, though. Go to that. We're going to be a bit more aggressive in the middle of the park. Away we go. 50 minutes played. At some point, I will switch to the 4-4-2. That isn't good news. Olsen Nürnberg is injured. Brun Larsen's going to come in like for like. That is a massive thing. We're down to one change now as well. Highlight, Italy. Our star man is off. But it is what it is anyway. It should be Poulsen's ball. Oh my God, didn't want to win the header. Fair enough. Good ball to Tonali. That scores its game over. What has Poulsen done there, man? What are you doing? Just win the header. In the end, he didn't even jump. Oh my God. $2-0 down, 56 played. Italy look $1 million. 4-4-2 time. Darmian up top. Frank, Lawson, another winger. Mads, you're out there. Darmian alongside. Frank on one side. Lawson on the other. 4-4-2. We need a goal. We need it early. We need a goal like right now. We have not looked good. We've got 15 minutes to save this game. It is not really coming at all, is it? Going to push the wingers a little bit more forward here too. We need something here. We need a goal. Highlight, long throw. Flicked on Mads. Doesn't win it. Falls to Yeppy. It's ever a time, boys. The score 1. Yeppy, Frank. Beat a man. I know you're dead. Foged, Frank. Beat him. Down he goes. It's outside the box. It's outside the box. One time I would love to see the save penalty, but it's outside the box. Wish it was save penalty, but it's outside the box. Oh, it's so annoying. I highly doubt we're going to get to see the free kick either. Oh, one-time score. Good ball in, cleared away. Yeppy doesn't win the recycling header. And I think that's all she wrote, really, boys. Highlight now. If we need to score from this highlight. You never know. Get up, please. Paulson's missed another header. Paulson's had a shocker. For a man that's about to make a $50 million move away from Newcastle. For a man that's about to make a $50 million move away from Newcastle, he has cost us this bloody tie. He's missed. He didn't jump for the second, and now he's missed the jump for the third. Come on, man. Like, I would have dealt with Italy just dominating us and scoring, good goals. Like the goal that was saved by home, or the first one, but it's a little bit lucky, whatever. But the last two, Paulson's just done absolutely jack all. We're out without a whimper. What have you done, man? Didn't even look like a fullback that is one of our best players. 25 mil, not 50 mil away. We did not play well at all. From not conceding a goal the whole entire World Cup, we shit 3 and lose 3-0 to Italy. Look, they're one of the best teams in the world. There's no shame in it. But at the same stage, I would have expected a little bit better from us, especially defensively. Just is what it is, man. It is what it is. Paulson had a stinker. Really did have a stinker. Nielsen, I don't think, played too bad, to be fair, for a 6.1. But yeah, it is what it is. We lost Olsen as well, which means we couldn't really go Darmian off either. Which it would have been Olsen and then Mads. We're half a yard away from winning a pen and 2-1, and you never know as well. We didn't play particularly great. We didn't play as well as we played in the Euro third place playoff, that's for sure. But we know that we have the capability for this performance. There is the potential for this performance as Danish Bosch, where we look amazing for a period of time and then we go out there and it's just lackluster, slow, no penetration on the ball. We aim to try and keep it, but no real, thought of penetrating, and then we just concede. We saw it in qualifying for the World Cup, where we would have games where we would do this and then just not create nothing. And, Romania, Ukraine at home, which we're lucky to even get a 1-1 draw in. Romania at home, which we lost 2-0. Or might have been away from home. Yeah, away from home, because Romania at home, we scored late to get to this World Cup. But yeah, look, it's progress. Of course it's progress. We made the semi-final of the World Cup. I'm not happy with that, but we should be buoyant. We should be over the moon that we made it to the quarterfinal. In 4 years' time, we will be better for it. We should be better for it. And this should be the stepping stone to something a bit more special. That's what we hope for. It was a poor performance. And that's it, boys. We lick the wounds and we go again. 2-5 for Oldenburg as well. I am delighted. Jonas Win's never playing for anything, and Silius Andreas, I don't think, is good enough to play either. Just unlucky. Denmark delighted with World Cup showing. I'm delighted too. So to be honest, there is nothing else we could have done about that. The midfield just did not play well, and we just didn't have the options on the bench really that were fit enough. But it is what it is. Didn't have the sub to take him off. I wish I could, but I had 2 injuries, man. It is what it is. Look, the Danish board should be over the moon with that. It's quarter-final against Italy. We did well. That should put us up in like the rankings after the World Cup as well. It is what it is. We're potentially 90 minutes away from a third-place playoff game, at a minimum. That's the position you want to be in. Next year, 4 years' time, we are going to aim to get to the quarterfinal as a minimum and be better. This year was all about get to the third round. We knocked out Argentina. We did what we needed to do. 4 years' time, a team that should have progressed, developed that little bit more. We need to go out there, and what we need to do is we need to go out there in 4 years' time, get to the quarterfinal minimum, and then set ourselves up to hopefully make the final, if not win it. That's the plan in 4 years' time. Because I think in 4 years' time after that, we should be upbeat that we should be in with half a chance. Our window is opening, boys. The window of opportunity to come in and win a World Cup as the Danish boss. I think it's there. I'm actually hoping we do not win the Champions League in the next 4 years, because that means that's my last chance. If it's not 2034, 2038 is definitely going to be a definite shot at a World Cup final, I believe, with this squad. It was great progress. Great tournament. To make the quarterfinal, superb. But how we lost the quarterfinal, I don't like it. But it is what it is. And yeah, look, it would have been nice to put up a more tougher fight against Italy. Instead, they're the third best team in the world, and they showed. And I hope they win it too. From Dame and everybody else here, I'll see you next time. Thank you and goodbye.